Hello, this is Tia from Musings of a Mystic, and I am back with another reading. I'm doing something new. I'm going to start doing zodiacs, zodiac readings for once, or probably about twice a month. And I'm starting with Capricorn. I'm going to be looking into what's going on for you, like in general. Money, love, otherwise. So why don't we see what comes up here? What is going on for Cappies? January 2018. What is the most important thing for Capricorns to know? January 2018. What is the most important for Capricorns to pay attention to? 2018. What is coming toward Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. January 2018. One last time. What is coming toward Capricorn? January 2018. Alright, I'm going to be using two decks. One to clarify and one for the main message. Keep in mind this is a general reading and you are made up of more than just your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars sign. So if this does not resonate, check out your other placements. Like if you're a Sagittarius Moon, go check out the Sagittarius reading to see, if anything there resonates with you. If it does resonate, I would appreciate it if you would comment below to let me know. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Woo! All right, those three flipped out. We are going to finish shuffling. It was 3 of Earth, 3 of Air, and the 8 of Water. We're going to finish shuffling and see if they end up in the reading. If they're meant to be there, they'll come back out again. What is coming up for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. January 2018. Now, I'm a Capricorn too. I'm one of those super Capricorns that was born in the 90s, the late 80s and the early 90s. One of the ones that has the Uranus, Saturn, I think Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, and the fourth planet, I think, is there. My North Node is also in Capricorn, so I'm kind of a super duper Capricorn. I'm also a Pisces rising and a Sagittarius moon. All right, one last time. What is going on? What is coming to January 2018? One last time. I'm hearing one last time and get it real good. All right, what is coming toward Capricorn? January 2018. That's good. Awesome. So I'm going to use this one to clarify, and I'm going to use this one to pull cards. Love, money, this card doesn't want to come off. At the bottom of the deck, there's Temperance, which is here. That's weird lighting. Which is here is called Patience. So overall, so far, looks like we might be doing some waiting and waiting and waiting. From my experience, when Temperance comes out, really all it is just waiting. And whatever you're waiting for, or whatever's waiting for you, might not wait forever. Why did you come out? I wasn't even focused. The King, the Six of Air, and the Seven of Earth. What I'm trying to do is get 2 more cards for what's coming in. But I think my cards are too big for my little hands here. Just 2 more for what's coming toward Capricorn in love. And what's coming toward Capricorn? Money. Since those are just questions that are in my head right now. And as a Capricorn, I know that money is money is important for everyone, but earth signs tend to want more stability, and having money actually can help you be stable if you're careful with it. Okay. So, love, 2 of water, which is the 2 of cups in the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck. This is the King of Fire, which is the King of Wands, and the Justice card. No, that's not going to show. Maybe I should close these blinds because the lighting is really, really weird. Just a second. I was trying to do this. Oh, I want that to come all the way down. Sorry that it's taking me a little bit. This is my first zodiac reading, so we are going to just kind of wing it here. So, and Justice, which is Justice in the other deck too. So it looks like Capricorns as a whole are connecting with a fire type energy. It doesn't have to be a fire sign, but if it is, it would be a Sagittarius, Leo, or for some reason I'm hearing Aquarius, but that's not a fire sign. Sagittarius, Leo, I'm hearing Aquarius, Taurus, and Aries, even though it's not, all of those aren't fire signs. That's what I was hearing. So just, you don't have to take it that way. You don't have to say, oh, it's a fire sign. It has to be a fire sign. It's just like that kind of fiery energy. For somebody, this is an angry man that you're connecting with. And I'm feeling for some of you, this is a person that you know, that you're with. And you can see here, he's got this little heart thing around where his heart would be. This is somebody that either loves you or that you love. And for somebody, like I'm saying, this person is angry, and it's causing an imbalance in a relationship. This is the card of balance. It could be a Libra that you're dealing with, any other air sign. But relationship-wise, someone is dealing with an angry man. And I'm kind of picking that up. Under this deck is the Lovers. And I'm also hearing if it's not an angry, it doesn't have to be a man. It can be a man or a woman. But if it's a man, he's angry. If he's not a man, she's angry. And that's kind of causing an imbalance here for you. So for others of you, this person is just passionate. And okay. He might be an unpredictable man. I'm just hearing man, but just take it how it resonates. It doesn't have to be a man. It can be a woman or a non-binary person. This is the Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of, a lot of people see it as something destined, but here I'm more seeing that it's unpredictable. There's something unpredictable might happen unpredictable might happen with this person that causes him to be angry. I'm just getting angry. He doesn't look angry. He's not necessarily an angry looking man. To me, I'm getting anger off of him and unpredictability. It's something like out of the blue happens and it causes an imbalance. Now, justice is supposed to be all about balance. A lot of people get, it's balance. That means things are balanced. For me, the justice card shows up more when something is not in balance, when something is not in alignment with what it needs to be. And that's what I'm getting from this. I'm getting that something is just not how it should be. Like, as you can see these, if you can see the scale is not balanced. And that is what I'm getting from this card. So that something is not balanced and it needs to be worked out. Something is not balanced. This is the card, as you can see. He's down here working on these pentacles. It's like, this is the card of work. He's trying to, like, get it perfect. Trying to get his pentacles perfect. He's trying to, like, collect these pentacles. It's like working through something to achieve balance, which is not there. And this relationship, this is the Two of Cups. This could indicate and I guess that would make sense because we saw the Lover's card earlier on the bottom of the other deck. This could indicate a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection. And with the Lover's card on the bottom of that deck, that's probably an underlying theme for a lot of you Capricorns out there. One fish. Now you can see this two ways. I'm seeing this kind of both ways too. One fish is, this fish is following that fish, or these two fish are going in opposite directions. Here, I'm kind of seeing, I'm hearing car crash. For somebody, there's a car crash that causes issues, and you have to work out a new way of getting around. You have to work out a new way of getting around and trying to balance out that situation so everybody gets to work on time. And that's an unpredictable thing that happens involving this man. But for here, going down this other timeline where this person is unpredictable and working out, trying to balance things out, somebody leaves the relationship. Here, I'm saying that someone just leaves. It's like maybe this person, this fire sign person or this fiery person, has an unpredictable temper that causes an imbalance all the time. And then it's like, I'm seeing this person come to someone else's job, causing an imbalance, and then that's just the last straw. So it's probably Capricorn. Capricorn is like, no, I'm done with this. I'm good. I'm done. I'm just done. I'm just done. I'm done. I'm done. I am done. And we'll just dip. They take the kids and themselves and they leave, going toward better options. And I'm also seeing this as a vehicle that has, like I said before, car crash. Unpredictable. It's like all of a sudden someone totaled their car, and now this person has to be carted around by someone else. This is kind of like the chauffeur card. Okay. Is there anything else about this love situation? It's probably somebody that you're really close to. Could just be a friend, really. Oh, by the way, Pentacles energy. We saw the Knight at the bottom, and we see the Queen at the bottom. The Pentacle people are Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus people. So this is probably you. And it might be a child of yours that actually causes issues. Crashes a car. You might have a child that is a fire sign that like crashes your car or causes issues with your car, and now you have to work out how to get around. But if we're talking strictly just love with a love partner, it goes to the fire sign person again. Um, this energy might be in and out of your life. And it doesn't necessarily mean that this person is like there one day and gone the other physically. They might be there one day mentally and gone the next day, which speaks to the unpredictability of this person. It's like this person is like a flame. One day this person is, oh, next to you in the bed, and you feel like everything is going the way it should, but then the next day they're like, oh, I don't want to even talk to you. I don't even know why I'm still here. And then the next day they're back to normal. So this person that you're dealing with might just be sorry about that, unpredictable to the point where one day you're not even sure what to do. You're not even sure how to deal with them. And this is the same energy where they come in and they go out, and they come in and they go out, and they're just like flickering around like a flame, and like you're not sure what to do with them. And they cause this imbalance, and you're like, look, I'm just done. I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm gone. It could be it doesn't have to be a love partner. It can be a child, a family member, a good friend that you're dealing with that you love, and you're just kind of like, I just cannot with your temper anymore. I cannot. I'm taking a break. I'm just thinking about myself. I'm getting out of here. And I'm taking all of my lessons with me. I learned these lessons from you, and I'm taking them with me in my boat, and we are leaving. I say lessons because this is a card. This is the Six of Swords. And it's like mental energy, thoughts, ideas, things that are having to do with your mind. Some of you seeing this different way. Some of you might want to leave, but you can't because your thoughts are kind of blocking you. You're like in your car, like, I'm going to leave. But then your thoughts are like, oh, but you can't. I want to leave this relationship, but you can't. So I'm seeing overall challenges in love for Capricorns in January 2018 so far. And what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the money side of things. It's down here. All right, so what's coming towards you in money? The Four of Fire, which is it's the Four of Wands, and it's on the original. It has two poles on one side and two poles on the other side, and between these poles it's kind of like a trellis but with no top on it, and you can see through, and you can see this beautiful house that's established, and people are like waving, welcoming you home, basically. And interestingly, the two people on this look as though they could be the same girl. But they're two different, there's like different feelings for these cards. This one is kind of drab, gray. She's just kind of sitting down doing nothing. Where this one, it's beautiful. She's got little fairy wings, just like a butterfly that came out of the cocoon. It's just kind of moving along with life and enjoying playing music and just enjoying the beauty of life. It looks like two different extremes here happening with money. Oddly, I don't have any pentacle cards. What I have here is fire and air, and then fire again. This is the strength card. So whatever this Four of Air is, which is the Four of Swords, whatever it is, I don't feel like it's necessarily a bad thing. I just see maybe you're taking a little break from something. Because this is like the card of rest. It's the card of On the original, it's a man in a he's like, there's a sarcophagus with a man on it, and he's lying down on it. There's a sword. There's 4 swords hanging over him, and then there's 1 sword on his coffin. And you just kind of get this, you know, view of him from the side. There's nothing happening. Everything is just still and calm, like it would be in a tomb. So why don't we? And I got the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom, which is a gift from spirit or a gift from other people. Generally, when I get it, it's someone giving something to me, and generally it's about work for me. There was this, I got a promotion from this person I used to work with, and it was the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and it was like the Ace of Pentacles in the middle. So it was him, the Ace, the Queen, and the Knight of Pentacles has a pentacle in his hand. And then it's like his hand going down into the pentacle Ace, and then the Queen is holding the pentacle in her lap. So it was like he gave me the promotion, basically. It was kind of literal. But anyway, let's go ahead and clarify these. I just went on that tangent to kind of give you an idea of how I read the Ace of Pentacles, because it wasn't the first time that it came out like that. So I just kind of read it as something being given to you involving work, or a gift being given to you. It doesn't have to be a physical gift. It could just be a gift involving money. Like someone says, oh, you know, I went over there and I did this and I made this much. And you're like, oh, okay. So I can go over there and I can do that and make that much. And then you do. You've accepted the gift. Or you can say no. And there's your strength card again. You can say no and not make that money, but it was offered to you. So I kind of see all aces like they're up in the air. So we're going to clarify the 4 of fire. Clarify the 4 of air. Ugh. There goes the Wheel of Fortune again. And there goes our Capricorn energy. The Devil. I don't understand why, but anyway. Clarifying the Strength card. Shuffling that one last time to clarify the Strength card. This kind of ties in with the love thing, too. At the bottom is the Knight of Cups. These people, these Knight people, tend to be messages for me. And this one, he tends to be good news. That or someone hitting on you. But since this is supposed to be money, I'm taking this to mean good money in good money in news, good news in money, because you have the 4 of Fire, which is a very good card. It is a very, very good card. Even reversed is a good card, but it's about having a stable home, being happy. Just, I always get a warm, loving feeling from this. It's like things just flow when the 4 of Fire comes out. And it came out with this. So somebody might give you a gift, or somebody might come in to help you in some way. They might bring you news. They might give you news of something that kind of helps you out. You might get offered a promotion. I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna because I'm being told to. Because I'm seeing this and that, and I can stop there with this. I see the Knight, and this is an offer. This person, it could be a person, or it could just be good news that comes in, and it could be an offer of a promotion or an offer of a job or just somebody offering you a check. Basically, it's another opportunity for you to get what you want, whatever it is that you want in money. It might be something that surprises you with the Wheel of Fortune. It comes in as a surprise, and then it makes you think. You sit down and you just kind of think about it, Like, am I going to take this opportunity or not? The Wheel of Fortune to me often is more about unpredictability, surprises. It can be, a lot of readers see it as um, something fated that happens, but I believe that we have like free will, and life can present you with certain things, and you can decide to take the offer or not. And if it was fated for you to take the offer, and then that goes down a road that leads somewhere where you're supposed to be, then fine. But if you don't go down that road, that's up to you. You made the choice. That is your choice. That's fine either way. But another thing that I'm being told to do, because it showed itself to me while I was shuffling. Oh, not you. Is the tower. So I'm supposed to take that one and put it over there. Interestingly, we got the Queen of Fire and the King of Fire that kind of actually popped out. But I want to clarify the tower real quick because I haven't even shuffled yet. Why did the tower when I think on this reader? Why did the tower want to this reading? Please clarify the tower one last time. The tower. Okay. Those two came out. Yep. I was telling you earlier that you might get a message. This can indicate a message or things just happening quickly. And with the Knight, as you can see, he's rushing around at breakneck speed. Something comes in very quickly, unpredictably, that kind of is a massive shock. Now, when I get the tower, generally it's unpleasant. It's an unpleasant surprise. With these cards, I'm not seeing it be too extremely terrible. But I got the tower when this, I want to call him a man, but he looks like one, but he acts like one sometimes, but he's not always. This person that I used to work with, he was trying to do something very sneaky, but I saw it in my cards coming. I saw it coming, and I was like, okay, fuck this shit. I'm not getting ready to, be a victim of yours. So basically what I did when the tower kept popping up was I took the advice of my intuition and what I saw in my cards, and I was like, okay, so I'm leaving. And I avoided a tower moment because I saw that shit coming. This might be a warning where things don't have to play out in a way that causes you harm. Because what he was doing was he promoted me, and then I was trying to do things in a way that I felt would help. Like the stuff that people would not do, I did. Like I was in there like mopping the floor with a scouring pad and degreaser to get the crap off the floor. I mopped the walk-in, which nobody had mopped in months. I would do stuff like that, and pretty much whatever he asked me to do. He was like, oh, I need you to go night shift. I hate working at night. But he asked me to do that, and I did. And he still fucked me over. Or he still tried to. He wasn't successful. I saw that stuff. I was like, okay. After he demoted me without telling me, I just came in one day and my numbers didn't work. And I was like, okay. So I did some digging, found out on my own that he had demoted me and hadn't told me. How professional is that? Anyway, this kept coming up, and around that time, this kept coming up, and I saw it, and he tried to shift me from one store to another without telling me what was going on. But that was the tower moment. He was trying to do that. Did not work. Because I saw it coming. I say that to say this. Something is coming. And it's coming in fast. And you probably already know what it is. And it involves money. Now, generally, like I said, when the tower comes up, something unpleasant is going to happen. The tower came up when I was going to the dentist, and I was like, oh, so are they going to have to? I broke a tooth. It's like this was the broken tooth. The crown came off of the tooth, like literally. And I was like, so is the doctor going to have to take my tooth? And he was it. I saw this in the cards, and I was like, shit, that tooth is coming out. So it's kind of like that, where something unexpected is going to happen, and it's not necessarily going to be pleasant. Um, Something happens quickly, like rushes in and smacks you upside the head. Um, Capricorns are also experiencing Saturn. A lot of us are experiencing Jesus, a Saturn return. And that's when Saturn comes back home into Capricorn, and Saturn is like the daddy that tells you all the things you're doing wrong. And it's like, you're doing that wrong, and that wrong, and that wrong, and that wrong, and that wrong. And you lost that, and you lost that, and you lost that. And it's like, all of a sudden, we're all just being sat down. And that's what it feels like. It's like, boom. It's like, oh, I'm a teenager, I'm having fun. Oh, I'm a young 20-year-old, I'm having fun. You hit 27, and it's like, bam. Life just smacks you in the face. It's time to grow up. So that's basically what's happening to Capricorns who are in their late 20s, early 30s. They're going through a Saturn return, where the things that you have not been taken care of are throwing themselves in your face, and you have to take care of them now, or they get worse. So just keep that in mind. That's an astrological thing that's going on in the sky. So yeah, I know I went on tangents there, but I was trying to explain something. And the tower came out, and I could not ignore it. I saw it at least 3 times, and when I was on the bottom of the deck, I could see the top of it, and I was like, shit, okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is probably not going to be pleasant. It is going to come in quickly. It might be a conversation. It might be a person that comes in. And that's probably why the Wheel of Fortune came out. It's something that's kind of unpredictable, and it gives you pause. You have to sit there for a while and say, what the fuck was that? What am I going to do about it now? So I haven't even gotten to this. It might be that you end up leaving a job that you were happy at. Like, you got a promotion, you have this promotion, you're kind of happy about it. You might not be making the money that you want to make, but you have a job and you're happy about that. Oh, and all of a sudden maybe something happens at work that causes issues, it's unexpected, and now you have to sit there and think, what am I going to do now? Now, somebody might be losing a job. I'm not seeing, I feel like if it comes down to it, you won't lose the job, you'll just leave it. Whatever happens, you'll just leave the job. This is the Strength card. It's kind of like in the outcome position. You'll be fine. Even if you lose a tooth, metaphorically, if you lose a tooth, you still have what it takes to get through it. You might be dealing with a Leo. This is the card of Leo. Could be any fire sign Leos, Sagittarius, or Aries, but probably mostly a Leo. But what I'm hearing is you have the courage to walk away. You have the strength to walk away from whatever it is that's not serving you here. I want to know. Can you tell me what it is? What this tower is referring to for Capricorn? What this tower is referring to for Capricorn. One last time. What is this tower referring to for Capricorn? Okay, fine. There we go. Oh, shit. Somebody might try to stab you in the back. And that's why it kept showing up. You can see this is the 10 of Swords, and these are swords in his back. This is the 7 of Pentacles. He's waiting for an investment to return, but this person on this card is surrounded by challenges, basically. And I kind of feel like for some of you, this tower thing won't apply, but I would still be careful. This might be a message for someone. So if you feel like there's some tension surrounding your money or just in your life in general, just be careful that you don't end up like this. You know, you think you're doing a good job. You think that your pentacles are growing, but someone is sneaking around in the background trying to cause issues. And it's like, oh, it starts like this. And you're like, damn, like, what the fuck can I do now? This is what I've got. What can I do about the situation? This is what I've got here. I've been betrayed. What can I do? And then you end up like this, where you're like, you know, hyper vigilant. You're watching. You're trying to figure out what the fuck is really going on. You're on guard. I'm hearing for some of you, this has already happened. And now you're just trying to get along, you know, basically harvest what you can harvest and move on. But as you move on, you're in this energy where you're looking out for trouble still. So it doesn't really tell me still like what exactly happens. It just kind of tells me that, well, it does. Like something backstabby happens, basically. And then you're picking up the pieces, you know, taking stock of what you've got left, and you're put into this energy. But the good thing about the 10 of Swords is that generally it's not someone physically backstabbing you. It's more of an energy that you feel. You feel backstabbed, like someone, you feel like it happened, but you didn't actually get hurt physically. Emotionally and mentally, you have been, you know, damaged. Your money might take a hit, but you physically will probably be fine. And it's something that I'm hearing that someone out there is working for a company, and this is what's making sense now. Someone out there is working for a company, and they are getting ready to make cuts. They're cutting certain sections of the company, downsizing as they call it, and someone out there is getting ready to get laid off. Now, if you feel like this is you, just be cautious, you know. Sign up for Amazon Flex. That's something that you can do on the weekends, in your spare time. Amazon Flex, Postmates, Uber, Lyft. Just, you know, keep your options open so that you don't end up with nothing at the end. But this is kind of like advice. Just be courageous. Have, I'm saying that you have a guardian, basically. This is just like a little warning that someone out there is probably going to get laid off unpredictably, and you're going to have to sit around and wonder what the fuck to do now. That kind of sucks, but that's kind of what Saturn does. Saturn comes in and restricts things for you. And you're supposed to learn something, but in the moment, you're like, what the fuck, man? What the actual fuck? So I guess that's really it. I might end up doing extendeds to kind of see how you can avoid this even more. But we'll see about that. This is my first zodiac reading, so I'm not going to over stress about it. I'm just going to try and troubleshoot and see how it works the best. You guys let me know in the comments below if there was something more that I could have told you or a different question I could have asked so that I can kind of get that in the next one. If that question pops up a lot, then I'll ask it in the next one. So it looks like for us Capricorn, there's challenges in love, challenges surrounding money. I'm asking now if there's anything else. Capricorn, Moon, Sun, Rising, Venus, Mars, or wherever you have the placement. And if you're a cross watcher, that also you can also apply it how it resonates with you. Is there anything else that Capricorns need to know about their January 2019? One last time. Is there anything else Capricorn needs to know about their January 2019? Okay, fine. Apparently, I'm not shuffling like I'm supposed to. There we are. Just got him again. Interesting. Judgment at the bottom. And I did say earlier that somebody was getting good news. And it's like half and half. Somebody will get good news. Somebody will still get good news and also have a tower moment. So you just kind of have to take it how it resonates with you. Like if you feel like there's tension at work, and there's stuff they're not telling you, you might get laid off. But if you feel like if you applied for a job, you might get the job, but the surprise is you're not getting paid as much as you want to get paid. So just take it how it will resonate with you. All right. So what else do you need to know? So you got the Knight of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles, which is our energy. Hello, Capricorn. Capricorn is the Queen of Pentacles. The Pentacle people are Earth sign people generally. So I'm taking this to be you. And it looks like I'm taking this to be a person. And I'm taking this to be a block. So either you're blocking someone or someone's blocking you. Or the news is being blocked. This could be, this is generally to me about a second chance or getting a phone call. You might get, let's clarify. We're going to see which one it is. Is it underlying? Is it, that was a weirdness. Why is this 2 here? Caught a glimpse of the moon, and I also caught a glimpse of the 5 of Cups. But we will see if those show up. Why is the 2 of Swords here? Also a glimpse of the Emperor. One more time. Why is the 2 of Swords here? The Hierophant. Denial. I'm hearing, oh my God, guys. What the fuck is with us in this goddamn card? something. Okay, since this came out so many times, it might be things going on behind the scenes. Like I said, that to me is unpredictability. Some people see it as fate. And the strength card, I said the lion was like a guardian. So you might have guardians working for you on the other side, and you're not really seeing them. When I say the other side, I mean the other side of the veil. It's not necessarily just dead people, but spirit guides and things like that might just be on the other side of the veil, working for you, working things out for you, trying to help you go along. And you're not seeing it. You might be blocking good news coming by something that you're doing. Like you might be, this could be religious, the card itself. This is like the Pope, basically, sitting up here on the throne or whatever. To me, I see this as somebody being put on a pedestal, somebody, and just in general, being put on a pedestal, being worshipped, going to church, worshiping at church, a religious figure, the actual Pope, something conventional and rigid too. What I'm getting more for this is that something very conventional and rigid is happening here. Like maybe you're being too stiff and you're blocking yourself from something. You're blocking yourself from getting whatever this is. It's like this wants to come in, but this woman here who looks like the Queen of Pentacles on this card, she's just not seeing something. She can put those swords down, take the blindfold off, but for some strange reason she's not. Because she's too rigid and won't accept what it's like you want to control everything, but this is telling you can't. You cannot control everything, even though you want to. And some things are just out of your control, period. And you clinging on to the idea that you can control everything is only going to cause you to block good things, you know? It's kind of like when you're doing affirmations, and some of you might do it, where you're like, oh, you think about it, you're like, I'm manifesting $1 million. And then you get all these thoughts that you feed into. If you don't feed those thoughts, then you'll be fine. But the thoughts are like, oh, I'll never, I could never, I can't imagine, I can't imagine it. So I'm blocking myself from it. You know what I mean? So basically all the negativity comes in and sweeps away all the positive things you did. So now you're like this. I am manifesting this, but I am just, So you're just like fighting yourself with your swords. Hey, all right. So it looks like something is coming in. We're trying to. But you're blocking it or you're not seeing it. And I what's resonating with me is that, and there goes the five at the bottom. This person's crying over spilled milk. This person is crying over spilled milk and not seeing that there are two perfectly good cups behind him. So how are you crying over spilled milk? And how is that blocking you from moving on? Let's see what the Knight of Cups is. What is the Knight of Cups? One last time. What is the Knight of Cups? Victorious movement. Oh, should I pull just to see what it is? It was the Nine of Wands. At the bottom, that's the Seven of Wands. So yeah, it's like something is trying to get through, but you're blocking it with all of your, it's not even a well-made wall. Interestingly, whatever, because we've seen this for a second time here. And we also saw the Ten of Swords and the Tower card. So whatever that is that happens ripples through your life probably, and probably puts us all in this space where we're like, no more, I'm done, that's it, I just can't anymore. I'm so tired of holding up this wall. But you're too afraid to bring it down. So you're sitting in this energy. This could also be about having two choices and not making any decisions at all, which is a decision. Which the decision to not do anything because you're too rigid also leaves you open to someone else controlling you. So things feel like they're out of control. They're out of your control, but they actually are. But we're too rigid right now to make any decisions. And it goes around in a vicious cycle where it's like, if you've ever seen that episode of Frasier where Niles has a toothache and he's like, oh, sometimes when you have a toothache, it means you have a heart problem because it's deferred pain or whatever. So it's like, this is the problem, but the pain is in your tooth, and that's all you've got. He goes to the doctor, and he's like, Niles is like, oh, well, I guess, that means that there's nothing wrong with me. It's just a toothache, right? Doctor's like, no, you've got a heart problem, and you need to get it fixed. So it's like sitting in this energy. You think you're controlling things, but a different part of your life, something extreme happens, and you're like, oh my God. You don't realize that you not making a certain decision is causing that issue over there. If that makes sense to you. I hope that makes sense to you. It's like deferred manifestation, where over here, you're not making a choice to leave someone. So over there, that person's causing issues in life, and you're just so used to it. You're like, I don't understand why that problem's going on in my life. That's the person that's causing you the stress. It's causing you to have the panic attacks. You know what I mean? So it's like, I know that kind of went off onto a tangent, but it's like, I can't make the decision to leave this person, so I'm under stress, and that stress is causing issues in other places in my life. But I'm too rigid to leave. I'm too focused on other things. I'm ignoring the fact that I could have whatever I want, really. If I just make this decision, I will have more control. Even though I don't control everything, I can still have more control. But that decision has to be made first, so that you can leave the drama behind, and move forward victoriously. It's like weird because it's all about movement. It's like, if you just move in the direction, take that first step. Stop sitting in this energy of, I'm not doing shit. I'm just sitting here. I'm not doing shit. I'm just not doing it. I'm focused on something else. If you just, basically look up and open your eyes, you can see the way, basically. I hope that makes sense. I know I talked a lot, but it was like a channeled message that kept coming through. So I'm like, fine. I'll say these words for people who need to hear them. I really hope that made sense for you guys. I feel kind of like I gave a lot of examples that might not have made sense, but please comment below and let me know what if it made sense to you. If there are any questions you feel like I should have asked, if there are any other questions that you guys would like to hear in the next zodiac for Capricorn. Also, this is like a cycle coming to an end. And it might be involving a marriage. And you might be trying to just kind of ignore it and just deny that anything is going on. But I'm hearing that it is coming to an end regardless of whether you really want to make the decision or not. It will probably be made for you. And after it's all over, you can just go on with your life and move on, Take whatever you've got and go. Oh my goodness, guys. I hope that helped you get some kind of clarity. I like to have more specific information, but I give you what I got. So I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to check out your rising, your sun, your moon, your Venus, wherever they are, if they're not in Capricorn. And I do also sell crystals on eBay. I'm doing readings on Instant Go. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And thank you guys for subscribing, because we're almost to 850 subscribers. I will see you guys next time. I'm done rambling. Ta-ta.